Some nights, football doesn't just make history, it rewrites a nation's entire soul. June 28, 2006, Los Angeles, Hollywood's backyard. And right there under those burning floodlights in the 92nd minute, a quiet, unheralded midfielder looked destiny straight in the eyes and kicked it into the back of the net. This wasn't just a goal. This was Canada's first ever men's World Cup knockout win, arriving in the most breathtaking, heart-stopping way imaginable. Let's set the scene. Both Canada and South Africa were walking into completely uncharted territory tonight. For both nations, this was their very first FIFA World Cup knockout match. No experience, no blueprint, no safety net. Canada, ranked 30th in the world, had already defied the doubters just to reach this stage. Playing on home soil without their biggest star. Alphonso Davies, the Bayern Munich superstar, was still nursing a hamstring injury, watching from the bench while his teammates carried the weight alone. The stakes, enormous, the pressure, suffocating, and the crowd, a roaring ocean of red, 25,000 Canadian fans inside Los Angeles Stadium, praying for a miracle. The first half was tense, cagey, almost painfully tight. South Africa played like a team that knew exactly what they were doing, disciplined, compact, suffocating every inch of space. Canada pressed hard, but goalkeeper Ronwen Williams was an absolute wall. Then came the moment that nearly changed everything. Just before halftime, Richie Laryea went down inside the box. Penalty appeals erupted, VAR reviewed it, and denied it. The decision sent Canada coach Jesse Marsch into a fury so intense, his own players physically pulled him away from the referee at the tunnel. The second half brought more of the same suffocation. South Africa looked content almost comfortable, just waiting for extra time. Then, in the 75th minute, the ground shook. Alphonso Davies stepped off the bench and instantly, something in the air changed, like someone had flipped a switch inside that stadium. But still, no goal. The clock ticked, 90 minutes approached, extra time loomed large, and then 90 minutes, +2. The ball broke loose at the edge of the South Africa penalty box. Stephen Eustáquio composed, ice-cold chested it down, let it bounce once, and hammered it past a diving Ronwen Williams into the bottom corner. Goal. Canada leads. The stadium exploded. Thousands of red shirts leapt from their seats, arms raised, voices cracking, tears streaming. Only the fifth player in World Cup history to score in the 90th minute of a knockout match. A strike so precise, so powerful, so perfectly placed it felt like the entire country shot that ball alongside him, and it meant everything. Because here is the part that goes far beyond football. Stephen Eustáquio, 29 years old, lost his mother Esmeralda to brain cancer in 2023. Then just a year later, his father Armando suffered a sudden heart attack. Gone, both of them. When the microphone found him after the final whistle, the man who had just delivered the biggest goal in Canadian football history put his head in his hands and wept.
Everything I do is for my family, for my parents, for my daughter, for all of them.
Coach Jesse Marsch gathered his players in a circle on the pitch, not to talk tactics, but to look them in the eyes and say,
"You are Canadian heroes, heroes for the future children of this country."
And from the sideline, an injured Ismail Kone, still recovering from a broken leg, suffered in the group stage, hobbled in just to dance with his teammates. That one image tells you everything about this team. Back home in Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, thousands poured into the streets. Tears, flags, the word "O" echoing off bar walls at midnight. South Africa coach Hugo Broos was honest in defeat.
"We lacked the speed and power to match them."
And Ronwen Williams, magnificent all night long, simply said,
"That's how football goes sometimes."
Canada now faces either Morocco or the Netherlands in Houston on July 4th, a far more dangerous test. A far bigger mountain to climb, but a team that wins its first ever knockout match in stoppage time, with a man who dedicated the goal to his late parents, while their broken-legged teammate dances on the sidelines. That team doesn't know how to quit. The question isn't whether Canada belongs in the round of 16. The question is, how far can pure belief actually take them?